So I'm going to talk about brockages. Um, and I'm going to start with, and get this thing to work, a coin that I do not have, which will help explain the other one. So this is a coin of Man Aemilius Lepidus, who was a Roman moneyer from 114 to 113 BCE. Don't know much else about him because there's nothing else written about him. But it's yeah, kind of an interesting coin. Apparently, I thought the Greeks were the ones who were interested in monograms, but apparently there are a lot with the Romans ones too. So this is Roma, and RO and MA here is a monogram. This little star here denotes a denarius denomination, I believe, but I was also reading that it denotes the Roman numeral 16, XVI, if you can get it. This is an M and an N monogram as well. So this is kind of a abbreviation for this guy. The whole reason for showing this coin is when I talk about a brockage. A brockage, whether it's modern or ancient, is where a planchet gets stuck onto one of two dies rather than releasing, and that planchet is then it becomes the die for the next planchet that's inserted between the two dies. So if you take a look at the head here as, say, the obverse, at the bottom of attached to an anvil, you put a planchet on it. This die, which would be the reverse die, is put on top. It's smacked with a hammer. When they take the top die off, that coin is now actually stuck on the top die, and the head, the face, is actually now the surface of the top die. So what happens when you put in a new planchet and you smack them together is you get this. This is the obverse, which is all in fairly good high relief. This is the reverse, which is entirely in incuse. There's not one raised bit of this other than this raised edge. A little hard to take a picture of a incuse coin. Here's go back. So here's another one where you can see it looks visually to me anyhow like the R, the O, the MAR, and some of the hair. It's all more incuse. Interesting. This is one of those coins that I saw and I just had to have because I think it's really beautiful. Not that I collect Roman Republican coins, but this coin was circulated. There's a lot of wear on the obverse. The reverse, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of wear because this, right where this arrow is going, is where the top surface is. Everything else is down lower on the coin, so it really didn't get much contact with whatever was being rubbed against, as far as whether it was in a purse full of other coins or whatever. So I've seen two other examples of this die matchup, even more worn, where the incuse reverse is in pretty nice condition, but the obverse was actually more worn. So it's just, to me, it's fascinating, the art of making coins, and that's why I like looking at brockages. So I'm going to show a couple others. I may have shown these before. This is from Herod the Great. Here's the obverse with this thing called an aphlastan, which is a decorative thing on the bow of a ship. This is supposed to be a palm branch and maybe some date palms or something. To me, it looks like a weird sea creature, but you can see the obverse and the reverse brockage on this. This is from Herod the Great's son, Herod Archelaus, and it's really hard to find examples of this coin with the hair on the helmet, intact like that. But here's the another obverse brockage with the front and the reverse side. Supposedly, most brockages are supposed to be obverse because the reverse die is on top, gets struck, and the coin tends to attach more. Well, here's an obverse of a coin of Alexander Jannaeus. Here's a reverse of a coin of Alexander Jannaeus. Here's an obverse brockage, where you can see the front and the inverse image. And here's a reverse brockage. So it could kind of be either side. This is kind of an interesting coin. He couldn't decide which language to go, so he used actually Paleo Hebrew and Greek for his writing. So anyhow, it's just some fun things when you look at the minting, and they figured single person can make up to about 1,000 coins a day. I would think they would get kind of bored at some times, and there's some really incredible double dies, triple dies. There's some really odd strikes that, they were just bored and wanted to have a little fun in between all the monotony of producing coin after coin. So that's the fun part of Ancients that I like. That's it.